Welcome everyone. Welcome to Tico Mala. This week, I am trying new things. I guess. Um, I'm sharing stuff of how my channel is built, the integrity who I am as a person, and the things that I'm learning. When it comes to psychic and gifts like that, I think not too many people talk about this, or maybe I haven't looked into it, and I don't know. This is a book that I got from a guided from healing and psychic development. It's from Mother Wit, and this book was recommended by a fellow Aquarian friend that I was just like, damn. So the information that I'm gonna give, take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. I'm just gonna share what it says. I think it's very interesting. Especially when you're starting to do readings, you have to come a place that say like, allow me to be a channeler. The things that I'm saying are things that I just hear, and it comes from higher self, sometimes from people's guides, because I'm able to hear them. My whole life I've been able to hear things without knowing where it was coming from. Now I know that it's other people's ancestors. That's why I don't. It's not that I know things. Your ancestors realized that I could hear them, and before they used to talk and talk and talk. Now I'm able to direct energy and know who to give it to when it's necessary. Yeah, it's a little bit different now. It's kind of like I've noticed, like, I have to learn to observe, and sometimes just to be like, it doesn't belong to me, go back to source. Let source deal with the person and what they're dealing with, unless I'm asked. I'm asked. That's one of the things my guys have told me. Do not give unsolicited advice. Yeah, because I can feel, sense, know, especially when people are speaking. So that's like one of the gifts that I had since childhood, but now it's more directed individually. I think it comes with the gift of balancing yourself and comprehending that it's not yours, but you have that gift and you can be a conduit if you feel called to, you know? Because some people don't believe in spirituality. Some people don't believe in their ancestors talking to them. Hey, I didn't believe in that, okay? I didn't even know how to connect to my ancestors. But the more that I started healing myself, and I started healing my throat chakra, and I started seeing my own lies, my one eye, my divine eye, started telling me where the messages, things were coming from. And because I was doing it from a place that I said, I want to help me be a better person for me. I had to sit with myself at some point in my life and my heart that I was trying to do it for others. And when I was doing it for others, that was self-destructive, because it was an external source that I was trying to heal myself for other people. And I was like, why am I giving my part away? Yeah, you see my cat is like, yep. Why am I giving a power away to something external over me? So these are psychic ethics. This is from the book. Take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. Okay. Psychic awareness. The psyche, the Greek word for the soul, refers to the things beyond the known, the physical world. Psychic information does not come from the five senses. There's nothing crazy or weird about it. This abilities it is some of the rarest, but we're all psychic. Some people, once they balance their chakras, they're able to know how it works and how that gift that you have is starting to talk to you, not just for you sometimes, but also for, we have different gifts. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, we have different gifts, and as we all have different gifts, the more that you hear yourself. Before, I'm extremely sensitive, like extremely sensitive. And before I used to hide from my emotions. Now I'm like, no, I'm okay. When I want to express and I want to cry, I will do it. And then if somebody starts feeling some type of way about how I'm feeling, I'll be like, wait, hold a minute. You don't have any permission to start making assumptions about my emotions. This is only my emotions. You don't have to reflect. I don't need any unsolicited. I respect. I'm learning to process with my things in my own way. Learning to see, because I realize that I see things and I know things differently, but I also don't share as much as I used to as I was a little kid. I used to scare my friends because I used to know things about them that I wasn't supposed to know. And then people could feel intimidated when they're seen, or people know things about them they're not supposed to know. So through my teen years and since I was growing up, I so happened to know things about people that I was not supposed to know. So therefore, people like will stop talking to me, and before I used to get scared. Now it doesn't matter. It's like it's okay. I not my circus, not my problem. I'm not here supposed to fix it, unless I'm being asked to do. So since we're all psychic and we can all learn to listen to our higher self, our inner child, as we heal, because see, our higher self is our inner child, and that is connected to our psychic, is because you don't move with logic. In order for your pineal gland and your one eye, divine eye, to activate, you have to move from a place of non-logic, coming from a place of getting to say, I just know that it's going to work. I just know. The exercises of this book are designed to help you explore and develop psychic awareness. This comes through your intuition, through your hunches, through your feelings, through your body sensations, through your dreams. It includes the phenomena of hearing voices, seeing images or symbols, or perhaps seeing auras. By following the exercise and the information below, you'll be able to either strengthen your aura or protect yourself from the electromagnetic field which is surrounding you. Learning to use these practices and healing abilities will allow you to know how to use your energy wisely, learn to direct your energy at will, participating in certain things to be able to know how to move your energy. Because see, once you activate your solar plexus, that's connected to a mental aura. Okay, once you connect to your throat while you're speaking, it's also connected to another aura that is external to you. So look, 1, 2, 3, and then imagine our crown 2, that's 4. So literally we have 8 chakras that are literally activated at the same time as we're believing, as we're speaking, as we're seeing, as we're connecting to the Most High, the divine, to source, to oneness, to everything. So learning how to direct that energy that you are helping yourself and not use it in ways that are manipulative. Because I mean, look, I don't judge anything. I observe. I when I started going through my self-awareness, Spirit told me, observe, do not absorb. Observe, do not absorb. Before I used to absorb and observe. Now I'm like moving differently. I'm observing, but I'm not absorbing. I'm not thinking logically. I am trusting the unknown. Okay, so adding to your own evolutions, therefore it also evolutionizes the whole human race by learning how to use our psychic things. We're all familiar with rational beings, the ability to analyze, focus, and separate. Western patriarchal society has overemphasized reason, telling us it's only the way to learn, only through the logical mind. Women have swallowed this male way of seeing the world. We have idolized logical thoughts, worship reason, and in the process, several the connection with our soul and the deeper layer of our psyche. This connection, we struggle to remake it and connect to it. We must learn and remember sources of information that patriarchal society has for 1,000 years denied. We must begin to appreciate our new female qualities, the diffuse awareness that allows us to read between the lines and sense the connection between the living and the things. We must look within new things as we trust our inner world, our feelings, our intuition. Is doing so, we must realize the importance of the passivity of the external sources and creativity. Only when we connect with this that we come within our own power and our own womanhood. What are the ethics when you have psychic gifts? Psychic abilities, once developed, are extremely and very powerful. Okay, when we begin to take our energy seriously, we become taking accountability of not just ourselves but to the connected, to the wholeness, to the whole universe. My actions are part of the whole, not just Jessica. It's not ego mind, it's a we. It's a universal consciousness that my thoughts are also part of the whole world and the world is listening to what I'm saying. Okay, learning to begin to take energy seriously. The first law of energy that you send is everything you send out always comes back to you. So if you're acting in a violent way, you are becoming also violent. Your environment is going to reflect only violent things. If you act in peaceful way, you become more peaceful. Giving and receiving is in the two sides of the same law. Karma, the law of karma, the law of cause and effect. It is linked to the concept of reincarnation. This balance of energy gives and takes, and is even over many other lifetimes. You can always see the results of your actions in your present lifetime. So, what is karma? Thoughts. Feelings are very important in this part of karma. We must realize that as psychic beings, our thoughts are also sending spells connected to our words, literally sending spells. So even with your thoughts, you're sending spell, and you have to be very mindful not to use that energy in a way that is going to affect you in the future in a wrong way, because your current existence has to do with the way that who you used to think, how you used to feel, or what you used to believe maybe another present time. And right now you're just kind of like, okay, it's happening, you know. So just giving you that awareness, you know, being aware of our thoughts and our feelings, because that's what we're putting into the world, okay, based on our karma, based on our thoughts. The second law of energy is the greater your awareness, the greater your responsibilities. You can either act out of a space of love and abundance, or you can act on a space of fear and limitations. The only limits are those that are self-imposed, and we choose to say like, no, I can. The more that you keep on saying I can't, you're being logical. You have to say like, universe, I got a request. Just want you to show me just how good in life can be. You know, you coming from a place of peace and you trust and you have faith. Let go and let God. Let your inner child just be like this. I deserve it. We have to laugh through life, okay? Okay, so you can act from both spaces simultaneously. Psychic abilities most always can be used as loving and non-violent ways. So learning how to use your emotions as you move forward. Never acceptance of our psychic abilities or manipulate or assume power over other people. So that's one of the first things, you know, learning to use our emotions in a way that it helps you be a better person for you, for your journey. Because the more that you do you, the best for you, other people will be able to feel that energy. And you're emitting that energy of like, hey, I trust in myself, I believe in myself, the universe loves me. But concentrating on you. Living in this world, whether with violence and injustice, it purges part of your everyday life as you choose to perceive life. It is hard not to be tempered. Learning to use our psychic abilities to retaliate such feelings is understandable. However, we have all perpetual the use of violence either by actively harming others or by ignoring our own needs, thereby allowing ourselves to be harmed. We must learn to use the power in loving, peaceful ways. Violence, that is power, create our results. So the intention that you put, whether you're aware or not, you're still putting an intention. So that's the reality that you're having into your life. The following situations are examples of what you can consider ethical and unethical ways of dealing physically with different situations. Okay, so these are ways in which we can manipulate energy, and I laugh about it because I before I guess I used to do them unconsciously. Now that I'm aware, I'm like, no, Jessica, concentrate on Jessica. Like, this is me, Jessica, concentrate on Jessica. Unconditional self-love goddess, you must live by your name. You know, it's like I put my name for that reason. You know, trusting and believing in myself regardless, no matter how crazy it is. Like, for reals. Okay, your friend is sick. You feel that she or he will benefit by having a different diet. So you could project through her thoughts in her mind. This is invasion of the psychic space. Everyone has the right to their own illnesses, to decide what someone is. However good your intentions can be, assuming power over them, it's better to send your friend positive energy, which they can accept if they wish to and use as they wish to. See, sickness is disease, and it has been either by thoughts, by saying I'm always sick, and giving yourself that awareness. When did you repeat it? Why are you believing in those thoughts? You know, you could start healing yourself, and you could tell, like, God, like, that's what I started doing when I was sick. I'm like, God, help me heal myself. I don't know how this is going to work, but help me heal myself. And it worked. Okay. So having that faith, but not over other people. Okay, that's like first thing. Don't send energy thoughts other people. Just pray for them. Prayer is powerful. Let go and let God. There's a lesson sometimes people need to learn, and there's nothing we can do about it because they did it to themselves, and their beliefs are still believing that. So we must respect that. You are feeling very lonely and have been without a lover for some time. You know someone with whom you wish to become involved. Should you relax, deepen, and visualize yourself involved with this person? Is a conscious attempt to bring this about? No, because this will also be manipulative. To place another person in a specific situation without the knowledge of assuming power in a specific situation over them is a form of mental violence. It will be better to visualize yourself involved with a vulnerable, compatible person whom you don't know. What you really want is a close, intimate relationship with someone. You must think of a certain person will make you happy, but this isn't true. It is important for you to examine closely what you really want and why. So learning to say, like, okay, maybe this person, I'm attracted to them, but using their name as you're imagining it or doing anything, you're manipulating the energy, and that's invasive. Sometimes we're not aware about it, but now that I am aware about it, I'm like, oh, that's a big no-no. Okay. You are involved in a relationship and wish to improve communication. Do not project commands to the other person's mind to improve communication. Work on yourself, since ultimately you are the person. You have to change, not your lover, not your person that you're with. You can use creative visualization to imagine yourself becoming calmer and more patient, or communicating your needs more directly. Okay, sometimes the things that we are complaining about our partners or our beloveds or about our friends, let me drink some water so that I can process this. Okay. I love water. Some of those things that we complain about other people, sometimes that's just unconscious to us, and it's things that we must process. That's why they're around us, so they could trigger us, because it must be processed from a place of, okay, I got this, you know. Okay, so if you want to wish to communicate better with people, communicate better when you speak. That's why I started doing these things. I used to think and I used to read these things, and I was ashamed before to share these things. But my higher self and, logical mind is saying, like, shut up already. It doesn't matter. Do what we're saying. And here I am sharing these tools. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, it's okay. Okay. Okay, this one, I'm gonna give a disclosure. This one is intense. Please do not personalize this story. And if it does trigger any kind of way, we pray that this is healing for your soul as this triggers you in any kind of way. Because all this is a disclaimer for awareness. May you use it wisely from a higher awareness, because you're smart, you're divine, you are perfect, you matter, and you are not what you've been through. You are here to literally alchemize all the darkness that we live in this life from a place of love, from a place of compassion to yourself, from a place of forgiveness to yourself, and from a place that you get to say, I'm not the stories that I have lived. Turn that darkness into light and move forward. So if it resonates, good. If not, in due time, you'll get it. Okay? You have been raped. Should you send negative energy to the rapist, hoping that he will break his leg or worse? No. To do that, that would be perpetuate the violence as well as bind you to him because of the intense emotion. Your mental violence against someone, you're leaving yourself open to being the recipient of someone else's mental violence. Surrounding yourself with white light and using affirmations of acknowledgement of your health, of your strength, and the wisdom are two ways of protecting yourself physically. This, of course, does not eliminate the need to protection of the physical level. Having strong locks on your door and learning self defense. If you have been the victim of violence attacks, any domestic violence or anything like that, please call 911. Go ahead and report them. Honey, just be you. Speak your truth, okay? Don't let anyone hurt you. Don't know they will never change unless they choose to change. You have to learn to want to change yourself. You're not here to change anyone else, okay? If you know, okay, or release that relationship if it doesn't work for you anymore. Basically, that's kind of like the end of that. Fifth way in which we can manipulate energy: you're unemployed and you're about to interview for a job that seems right for you. Should you direct the interviewer mentally to hire you? No. This is also manipulation. So if you know the interviewer's name, you can visit her or the night before in the interviewer's name. You can see them at night, interviewing you in the astral world the night before, and basically and tell them why they should hire you. Just basically imagine you talking to them, but giving them the freedom to make their own choice. You don't move energy other than that way. The next day interview and maybe very well feel like they know you before this interview. This can deepen and center yourself, affirm that you will intuitively respond to the questions in the most effective way. Okay, so since you don't know the questions, you just come from a place that you get to say, I am allowing my inner child, my higher self, to respond these questions if you wishing to work, of course, or go for that kind of stuff in interviews or in relationship. Okay, so this book is basically is just to give you information in which that you can change yourself, and you can learn to grow from a more place of awareness and getting to say, what, these techniques have worked for me, but to change my life, to make the best of what I can moving forward, because I'm only in charge of me, myself, and I. So those are just tools of awareness. Take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. I just want to say love to all, peace to all. May you have a wonderful, amazing day. Have a blessed day.